Want to know the number one reason most designers burn out? It's because they're trying to be superheroes. Hey there, I'm Mark Decote, and today I'm going to show you why trying to do everything yourself is killing your design business, and more importantly, what you can do about it. You know how every superhero has special powers? Batman has his gadgets, Superman can fly, and Spider-Man shoots webs. But here's the thing, even superheroes need help sometime. That's why Batman has Robin and Superman has the Justice Gang? I guess it's just a working title. As designers, we often fall into what is called superhero syndrome. We think we need to do everything ourselves. The design work, the coding, the bookkeeping, the client management. Everything. And I get it. This is your business. You built it. Clients hire you. But here's the harsh truth. Clients don't care who does the work, as long as the work gets done. Let me share a story that cost me $50,000 and taught me an important lesson. Years ago, my local library approached me with a huge website project. They wanted to connect their entire book database to their website so it would be searchable online. Now, the budget was incredible. It would have been my biggest project ever. The problem was, I had no idea how to do that. This was during my hand-coding static website days, before I started using WordPress. And instead of admitting that I didn't know PHP and MySQL or anything about databases, I spent weeks trying to learn it myself. And I failed miserably. In fact, here's the actual book I used. And after a few weeks of trying, I still felt like this. In the end, I had to turn down the project because I didn't know how to do it. And that's superhero syndrome in action, thinking we have to do everything ourselves, even when we're clearly not the best person for certain tasks. Now, it wasn't long after that failure that I learned about superhero syndrome and how to break free. But more on that in a minute. So, how do you know if you're suffering from superhero syndrome? Well, here are the telltale signs. Number 1, you constantly think, I'll save money if I do it myself. Number 2, you spend hours learning new skills instead of hiring experts. 3, you believe no one else can do the job as well as you. 4, you're working longer hours but making less money. And 5, you're turning down projects because you can't do every aspect yourself. All of these are symptoms of superhero syndrome. Now, here's what I've learned about breaking free from superhero syndrome. First, understand that delegating isn't failing. It's actually smart business. Let me give you a real example. I had a client who needed an e-commerce store. I built it myself using a platform called PrestaShop, and it looked great. But when the client accidentally broke something in the back end, I realized I didn't have the knowledge to fix it. So instead of spending days trying to figure it out, I hired a PrestaShop expert from Freelance, which later became Upwork. He fixed the website in 10 hours at a fraction of my hourly rate. I marked up his work, the client got a quick solution, and I made a profit without ever touching the site. Now that is smart business. So here's how you can start delegating efficiently. First, identify your kryptonite. I want you to take out a piece of paper and make 3 columns. Title them Tasks You Hate Doing, Tasks You Can't Do Well, and Tasks You Shouldn't Be Doing. And fill them in with tasks. For myself, column 1 would have things like bookkeeping, taxes, and tedious research. Column 2 would have illustrations and coding. And column 3 would include things like photography and proofreading. Things I can do, but others are more suited to them. Once you've filled in the 3 columns, your goal is to find your sidekicks and get those tasks off your plate. Look for local partnerships or online partnerships with people who have complementary skills to yours. Use platforms like Upwork or freelancer.com for specific projects. And consider a virtual assistant for administrative tasks. The trick here is to start small. Begin with one small project or task to build your trust and confidence in delegating to others, and then grow from there. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Mark, my clients hire me, not someone else. Well, here's the truth. Your clients hire you for your expertise and your vision, not your ability to do every single task. They want results, not your time. And when you finally let go of superhero syndrome, 3 amazing things happen. Your business actually grows faster, you have more time to focus on what you do best, and you make more money by marking up delegated work. If you're ready to stop being a superhero and start being a smart business owner, hit the subscribe and notification bell. I share new tips every week on running a successful design business. And remember, even Batman needed help sometimes. Stay creative.